Good day to everyone, and may peace and love prevail on earth in this new year and every new year. Today I'm making a special vegetarian lasagna using vegetables instead of the pasta. And every lasagna, of course, needs to have a great sauce. And for this sauce, I am using the following ingredients. About 3 or 4 tablespoonfuls of extra virgin olive oil, 2 tablespoonfuls of tomato paste, and I'm using 3 dried herbs here, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, a teaspoon of dried basil flakes, of course, and here we have about half a teaspoon of dried rosemary. A little rosemary goes a long way, so don't use more than half unless you really love it. And of course half a teaspoon of dried pepperencino flakes, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and black pepper, coarsely ground. I like it coarsely ground for this sauce. About a teaspoon, and about 2 teaspoonfuls of salt. And of course, salt and pepper are pretty much to one's taste, as is everything literally on this glass tray here. And about a teaspoon of sugar, or your favorite diet sweetener is fine. 3 regular cans of San Marzano tomatoes, peeled and chopped, and with their juice, and a cup of water. About half a cup here of red wine, non-alcoholic or alcoholic, doesn't matter, whatever you have. And next I will show you the vegetables. And here they are. The main, I think, ingredient for this, and the first layer going into the lasagna, is the eggplant. I'm using about 3 large eggplants, and I'm slicing them lengthwise, then grilling everything literally that you see here. And I have 3 different colors of bell pepper, fennel, and this is already cleaned. I've taken off the stalks. That's the top side here, as you can see, and this is the bottom and root side. And I'm going to also slice these lengthwise, as I am with the bell peppers. Pretty much absolutely everything here. Summer squash, zucchini, red onion, and portobello mushroom. The only thing that's not being sliced is the portobello mushroom. It will be grilled as is and then sliced afterwards. And the red onion will be sliced crosswise, the grain, so you have the circles there, the rings. And one last ingredient, and last but not least, every lasagna needs some great cheese. I'm using here 2 types. This is a commercial type shredded mozzarella, and I happened to stumble upon this 6 Italian cheese blend, which is made of another type of mozzarella, skimmed mozzarella, provolone, Asiago, Parmesan, Romano, and Fontina. So we have 7 cheeses and 7 veggies. So let the cooking begin. And before I get cracking on the sauce and the grilling, just wanted to show you how I prep the vegetables and slice them. The mushrooms, of course, don't need slicing, and the zucchini and the summer squash are sliced lengthwise. And this is what we do with the other bell peppers, the fennel, and the red onion, as you can see, is sliced crosswise with the rings showing. And you just want to lightly coat them with extra virgin olive oil and salt. These guys are the first to go in. Onion first, then the fennel, or the bell pepper first and then fennel, either way, because they're flavoring vegetables, and they'll probably help to infuse lots of flavor to these guys over here. Now the eggplant has another story, which I will show you. As for the eggplants, as you can see, they are also sliced lengthwise, and after doing so, you need to soak them in salt and water, and what that does is takes out the bitterness that eggplant sometimes has. And then you dry them out here on your very large colander. You lay them out, and then you keep layering with eggplant and paper towel accordingly, and then you coat them with the salt and extra virgin before grilling. And now we can start on the sauce while simultaneously grilling the flavoring vegetables, the fennel, onion, and bell pepper. And here we go with the sauce. First we cook the garlic and the extra virgin olive oil with some pepperencino and black pepper. And once that's slightly cooked through, you don't want to burn your garlic, you add the tomato paste. And in goes the tomato paste. I've been cooking on medium-low so far, so I will cover this just for a minute or two and carry on. Next in, the red wine. I've raised the temperature to a medium, and I'm going to cover that for another couple of minutes before adding the tomato. And finally, the tomatoes and tomato sauce puree goes in with the herbs, rosemary, oregano, and basil. And when it comes to a boil on medium, just lower it to a medium-low, cover, and stir occasionally. And while that sauce is simmering nicely, I've already started the grilling, as you can see here, with the red onion. Very nice grill marks. And next we'll do, I think, either the fennel or the bell pepper, maybe both. And I did the fennel next, and it actually took up all the space. So next up are the bell peppers. And the bell peppers, they look very nicely done. Next, the mushroom. And here we have the portobellos, nicely done. And next we'll do the zucchini or the summer squash. And the zucchini is really pretty. Look at those grill marks. And the summer squash is almost ready. Finally, we're going to do the eggplants. And here we have the eggplant, almost ready to go, and it is the first layer to go down in the veggie lasagna. And then I'll do an assembly and start layering and showing you how to do it. It's very, very super easy. So here we are, we have everybody ready to go. Preheat the oven to 375. We're gonna bake for about 30 minutes max, and then broil for 5 to 10 minutes. And I will demonstrate the first layer, the eggplant with the sauce and the cheese. And basically the rest is the same. Repeat vegetable after vegetable. And then I highly recommend the onion on the very top. Okay, here we go. And here's the first thing. We put in about a ladle and a half of the sauce first, and then I'm gonna lay down the eggplant. And eggplant on top of the sauce, and now I will do sauce again. And sauce, and use about a ladleful. You don't want to use too much between the layers. And now the cheese. I will start with the mozzarella. And that's our mozzarella, and I like to use that more because the mixed 6 Italian cheeses are quite cheesy and pungent. I don't want to use too much of it, just to give it like that hint of flavor of the other 6 cheeses. And in goes the 6 cheese blend. Next I will do the rest of the vegetables. And this is the second layer. I wanted to show this as a footnote. I've put in the summer squash, and then sauce, and then I put in the fennel, because the fennel is a flavoring vegetable. Remember, I said to put them in between the fennel and particularly the bell peppers. And now I'm gonna do the cheese, and then the zucchini, the mushroom, etc., and finally the onion on top. And here it is, all ready to get into the oven. Gonna cover this, put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 375, then broil it for 5 to 10 minutes. And here it is, all ready to go. Smells and looks and unbelievable. Like, the smell is ridiculous. It must be out of this world. I can't wait to dig in. Enjoy, everybody.